All right. So as we have discussed, we are going to do a very powerful live exercise on our suffering. So when we always focus on our sufferings, how quickly we can bounce back, how quickly we can just shift our focus from sufferings and make these sufferings as temporary. So it is as simple as considering the sufferings that whatever problems you're going through right now are just the temporary. The one thing that you have in your life permanent is your soul. So why to give so much of trouble to your soul? Why don't you just allow yourself, expand yourself, and give yourself that flexibility to make every moment of your life beautiful? And with this energy, if you start living your life, you will start seeing so much of transformations happening around you, within you. Maybe the problems will remain the same, but you will have a different level of perspective towards yourself. Instead of feeling so much of complaining about others, about ourselves, we start feeling so much of grateful and appreciative about what all we have in our life, or what all situations we are going through, right? So let's just see how beautifully, or what is the secret way how you can turn any sufferings to make you feel that these are just the temporary phase. And if you start focusing, or if you start shifting your mindset from sufferings to something which makes you feel beautiful, which makes you feel happy, maybe it is someone whom you love, maybe something that makes you feel really happy, joyful. If you shift your focus from sufferings to there, within 30 seconds you will see that you are just not able to feel that intense pain, heaviness, that frustration, or whatever you call it, the negative emotions within you, but you start making lot more inspired action, and you are able to take lot many more actions in your life to achieve your goals, right? So let's just get started. Okay. All right. So I'm just putting all of you on mute. Throughout the exercise, all that you have to do is just simply focus on my voice. Whatever I'll ask you to do, you'll just have to simply do it. All right. So let me just mute everyone. Okay, so just switching off my video, focus on my voice. Everybody close your eyes. Be seated, keep your back absolutely erect. No bending, no movements. Simply follow my voice. So all the best. All right, so just restarting it again. So everyone just close your eyes. Keep your back erect. Take a deep breath and relax. One more deep breath. Just relax. And just listen to my voice. And when I say repeat with me, you need to repeat with me. So I'll keep you all on mute. So let's just take a moment to feel how can we end our sufferings? How can we just end our sufferings the fastest way? Whenever I face any challenge, how can I bounce back within 30 seconds? So I'm going to show you a very powerful way. Every time when you're going through a very tough situation in your life, very, very challenging situation, like you feel like nothing is good in my life, just follow this exercise and follow everything that I'm telling you. You'll be able to pick yourself up within 30 seconds. So let's just get started. I want all of you guys to think about any of your ongoing issue. Any issue which is probably you feel is very, very extremely challenging right now in your life. Check. How do you feel about it? You will see this feeling is so intense, which makes you feel extremely lost, You may start feeling some heaviness, some pain on your chest. Sometimes you feel totally detached from your loved ones. You're losing your focus towards your goals. And then you start feeling that restlessness creeping inside you. It just makes you feel as if you have nothing good in life. I want you to just feel that right now when you focus on this particular issue. So when you feel that I have just nothing good in my life, in fact, I'm good at nothing. Start feeling that in your body. Start sensing where exactly do you feel that heaviness, where exactly do you feel that restlessness in your body. And then you start feeling that you just get drowned into this negative loop of thoughts, which are just like never ever ending, one after the other. You start feeling more and more negative about yourself, about the surroundings, about the people, about your work, everything. And that makes you absolutely feel sometimes that you will not be able to even sleep at night. Visualize those restlessness situations. And then eventually you start feeling that your entire physical body starts getting weak, and you start vibrating at a very, very, very low frequency. As a result, you start attracting more negativities. All those unwanted energies in this universe starts attracting towards you because you are vibrating at a very, very, very low frequency. Now tell me something. Do you really want to live your life with such low frequency? You don't have to answer me loudly, but just be honest to yourself and say, do I deserve all these negativities in my life? Do I deserve to be so heavy, so tired, so exhausted in my life? And see what is the answer coming up in your mind. And when you get the answer, I want you to just take a pause of 2 to 3 seconds and just repeat after me by saying this. But it's enough. Just ask yourself, do you deserve to torture yourself in this way? If no, then say it loudly, as much loudly you can say. Say it is enough. One more time, say it is enough. And say with me, I am not suffering anymore. I am not letting myself to suffer anymore. Because life is too short to suffer. I am going to live in a beautiful state from now on. I'm going to have a good time every single day, no matter what happens or no matter what is happening in my life. Whenever I see that I'm vibrating at a very low frequency, I'm just going to catch myself when I know that I'm getting into that negative trap or loop of thoughts which is eating me up. So I'm going to catch myself, get back into that beautiful state in a minute. Because now I know. Now repeat after me. Because now I know. It is my expectations which makes me suffer in every hour. It is my own benchmark that I have set for myself that makes me suffer in every hour when I don't achieve them. So I'll change my expectations to appreciations, and my whole day will just change and include loads of higher vibrations. Because the moment I appreciate something, all my sufferings will be just gone like a smoke. So it is my expectations which have been stressing me out. It is my own benchmark that I have set for myself that makes me feel I am suffering. So whenever I am getting attacked with these thoughts that I am suffering, I'll simply catch myself and do what? I'll just remind myself that only appreciation can dissolve all my sufferings. So take a moment and feel that what if in this state, when you are feeling so heavy, you start appreciating something. You start being grateful for something. How will this make you feel? How will this bring the change and the shift in your life? So let's just do it together and see, even when you are in such heaviness in your heart, when you start appreciating how different it is, which can make you feel that your life is beautiful, life is short. Why to waste your life by just your sufferings? So say with me, it is my expectations which have been stressing me out. Sometimes not meeting my expectations will just make me come out with a new way to grow, a new way to do something about a particular job, a particular relationship, a particular goal, which I have not done it yet. And it will be better, 100 times better than what I have been doing or have not been doing till now. So I want you to just think and visualize how will your life will look like if you make this decision for real and doing it for yourself. Every time you catch yourself falling into the trap of negativities, say this to yourself: I am not suffering anymore. I am not suffering anymore. And I'm converting my sufferings to appreciations, which I have not been doing it till now. So everyone, I want you to just hold your cheeks, smile and say, no more laziness. Appreciate things to end your sufferings. One more time, hold your cheeks and say, no more laziness. Just appreciate things to end your sufferings. Do it one more time. No more laziness. Appreciate things to end your sufferings. Because that's me. Now think, when you complain about your parents, sometimes, or about your kids, or maybe about your bosses, your peers, and the thoughts which irritates you, I want you to just hold your cheeks one more time. And now just say, while you think about them, maybe your parents, your kids, your bosses, your peers, whoever gives you this irritation and you feel like complaining, I want you to just hold your cheeks and say, no more laziness. Appreciate things to end your sufferings. And I want you to now look at the things that you really, really love in them. See what is good that you see in them. Maybe in your parents, in your kids, in your bosses. Maybe sometime in your life when they have given you that support. Maybe sometime in your life where they have actually been with you. So feel those good things in them and say thank you to all of them who were giving me so much of irritations. I say thank you to all of them for being my mirror and helping me to change my negative emotions into the positive one. Now think about your spouse or your partner or maybe your boyfriend or anyone who you don't get along with, or maybe right now you're facing some relationship issues with them. Think about that. Think about them and now hold your cheeks and say, no more laziness. I will appreciate what I see good in them. So again, hold your cheeks. Think, what do you see good in them? The moment you stop complaining about what you don't have and you start focusing on the things that you love in them, which is a better way to grow. Maybe when you focus on what you see good in them, you get a new way, a new perception about how to get through all these problems in your relationship and just expand yourself, which you have never done before. So take a moment to feel this energy in your body that when you see these people again, this time you don't complain, but this time you're just appreciating about one good quality about them. Or maybe you're focusing on how you can make these relationships better. And this is helping you to just expand yourself. So I want you to just spread your arms and say, I want to expand myself by just focusing on what is good in them, rather than complaining what they can't do for me. One more time, I want to expand myself by just focusing on what good I see in them, rather than complaining about what they cannot do for me. So hold your cheeks once again and say, no more laziness. Time to appreciate and end all my sufferings. One more time, no more laziness. Time to appreciate anything that I see in them good, or anything that I see in others that makes me feel good, because that is going to end my sufferings. Now take a deep breath and relax. And now just listen to me. Because the more you focus on your complaining mode, the more you focus on what you're not getting in your life, nothing is permanent. Because the loss, the never are always a lie. You don't lose something, but you can always gain and evolve. You are never in a place where you can never do it again. Because whatever you are going to believe, you are going to live with that. So just repeat after me. Whatever I believe about myself, about others, about my work, I'm going to live that way. So I'm going to be very watchful about my belief. Now take a moment to feel, how would the life be like? That if all the things that you get frustrated by, maybe all the worries that you have been carrying so much in your mind and body, all the stress that you have in your system, everything that you have been feeling so uncomfortable, if you just don't get yourself indulged in them anymore, see how beautiful the life looks like. Every time you catch yourself, whenever you are carried away with these negative thoughts and feelings, you know what to do. Catch yourself, snap yourself out in just 30 seconds and focus on things that you love or appreciate, either about them or the others. Because remember, the moment you appreciate, all your sufferings will be just over. The more you appreciate, the faster you can come out of your sufferings. So hold your cheeks and say this to yourself, no more laziness. Appreciate things to end your sufferings by focusing on things that I love, I can appreciate, something which I'm grateful for, or someone whom I really love. So take a moment to visualize the face of a person or something that brings so much of love in your system. You can hug them, you can hug that particular thing and feel how beautiful it feels. Within 30 seconds, you are just out of your negative frequency and you start vibrating at a love vibration. So repeat after me. I promise, universe, I promise, I'm going to train my mind, my body, and my heart to live in a beautiful state no matter what I'm going through right now. I promise I'm going to train my mind, my body, my heart to live in a beautiful state, no matter what I'm going through right now, and see how much magnificent your life would be. How much more joy you're feeling right now in your body. You start feeling so much of positive vibration in every cell of your body. Because when you are grateful, all your sufferings disappear. So isn't it magical? Because you can't be angry and grateful simultaneously, because they don't go together. So every problem is temporary. One thing that is permanent is your soul. So say this with me: every problem in my life is temporary. Only my soul is permanent. One more time: every problem in my life is just temporary. The only thing which is permanent is my soul. So whenever you see that you are going through a lot of challenges, whenever you are encountering with so much of problems, catch yourself and say this to yourself: it is time for me to bring myself out in 30 seconds. And saying what? That's right. Hold your cheeks and say, no laziness, but just appreciate to end all my sufferings. Once again, no laziness, just appreciate to end all my sufferings. Because every problem in my life is temporary. Only the soul is permanent. And I'm going to live my life, no matter what I'm going through, in a beautiful state. Because life is short and I want to enjoy and make it beautiful, so that I can make my soul feel happy always. One more time. Hold your cheeks and say, no laziness. Just appreciate to end all your sufferings. Whenever I am in a very tough situation, I'll just take a pause, catch myself, and within 30 seconds, I'll bring myself out by saying, holding my cheeks and saying, no laziness. It's time to appreciate, end all my sufferings, and remind myself every problem is temporary. Only my soul is permanent. Once again, every problem in my life that I'm going through right now is temporary. Only and only my soul is permanent. So take a moment to just feel that energy in your body, that when you start appreciating yourself, when you start feeling that grateful energy for anybody else, for anything that you have in your life, even though you have the same problems in your life, but you now know the magic, because you know every problem is temporary. One thing which is permanent is our soul. Life is short. Let me just live the best moments of my life and make it beautiful by keeping myself in a beautiful state every single day. And with that, just gently open your eyes. And I want all of you guys to just turn on your cameras and let me know, how do you feel when you now look at your sufferings, when you now look at your problems? But what is the difference that you see in yourself? And what is the energy that you feel right now? And when you start saying and reminding yourself, within 30 seconds, I'll bring myself out by saying, no laziness, only appreciation to take out my sufferings. Once again, hold your cheeks and say, no laziness, only appreciation to end my sufferings, because every problem is temporary, only my soul is permanent. Once again, every problem in my life is temporary, only my soul is permanent. All right, so with that, let's give a high five to everyone. So just turn on your cameras and give me a high five. Say, no more laziness. Time to appreciate and end all these sufferings. Okay, so with that, we have just completed the second segment of the exercise. I want a quick sharing before we get into the last bit of our exercise. I'm going to give you an assignment right now, and you are going to do this after you end the session. feel free to just comment in the YouTube, because I'm going to publish this in the YouTube also under the comment section, to let me know how does it feel when you start releasing lot of heaviness, lot of baggages that you have been carrying in your heart, in your body. Right? So who wants to come first? And right now we are not live on YouTube, it is just on the recording. So last bit of this exercise, the last bit of the exercise is nothing. As I told all of you guys to take a pen and a paper. After this exercise, I want you to just write down about the sufferings that you are thinking about in this exercise. Maybe the situations which you are going through right now. Now you might be feeling a lot of neutral energy within you, but any which ways, write all those problems that you're going through right now. It can be multiple problems, it can be one problem also. Anything is fine. So write all of them. If you want, you can write the emotions also. For example, you can write the problem and the emotions like anger, frustration, whatever it is, right? And then when you finish writing it on the paper, take the paper and then you start saying this to the universe, that dear universe, I'm just surrendering all these problems and sufferings to you, because I know these are all temporary, and I really want to live every moment and make my life beautiful by just shifting my focus from what I don't have to appreciating things what I have. Simple, right? Once you say this, surrender whatever you're writing in the paper. Surrender everything to the universe. Let the universe take care of it, and say every problem is temporary. So I'm just surrendering all my problems to you. You take care of them. And then you burn the paper. Once you burn the paper, you just blow it, in the air, the ashes. Once the ashes are not warm, you can just blow it in the air. And you can do some rounds of Ho'oponopono after that, which is very important. So you can do some Ho'oponopono for yourself, for thanking the universe, asking forgiveness for not having that, connection with yourself, for feeling a lot of hatred towards you, all this while. But now that you have started feeling this shift in the energy, start appreciating. So say the Ho'oponopono prayer for quite number of rounds, maybe for 3-4 minutes, and then you carry on with your day. So that's how you have to do it. After this, as I said, you will write your current ongoing problems, write the emotions, then you burn them, blow it in the air. Once you blow it in the air, you start doing the chanting, Ho'oponopono chanting. If possible, do it loudly. And once you finish the chanting, you can just feel that whatever you are carrying in your body, which was so heavy, has now been just released, and you have just given it to the universe. And the Ho'oponopono prayer, when you say, I'm sorry, for not taking enough care of myself. Please forgive me for being so brutal, for being so tough on myself, for setting so many tough expectations for myself, or setting some tough benchmarks for myself. Thank you, universe, for taking all my problems, because I know all of them are temporary. And I love myself, and I love the universe for giving me this beautiful opportunity to surrender everything to the universe. That's it. And then you just have this beautiful energy within you and start taking some inspired actions that probably you have been procrastinating. All right. So this was all about how you can shift your focus. I have done the same thing with my real life situation, where when I felt that, yes, my frequency was just getting a little disbalanced and I was just getting into the negative loop of thoughts, this is how I had shifted myself from being into depression to feeling inspired. So don't let yourself to get depressed. Allow yourself to feel inspired. All right. Every time when you start feeling that, okay, fine, I'm getting attacked with the sufferings, with the worry, thought, stress about what I'm going through, you're just going to hold your cheek and say, no more laziness. Time to appreciate, because appreciation can just melt away all my sufferings. All my problems are just temporary. Only my soul is permanent. So let me just make my soul feel better. And life is short. Let me just make every moment of my life beautiful. All right. So with that, I will be just closing the session for now. I want, your experiences coming to me. So once you do this again and again every day, I wanted to practice it, especially when you think that your mind just can't get rid of your problems. Practice it again and again with the recording and come back to me. Comment in the YouTube. Let me know how this quick exercise is going to help you immensely from getting depressed to feeling inspired. Okay. So with lots of love, thank you so much. And I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you for all the technical difficulties that we had gone through. But then again, I know the universe is always and always with me. And I knew that I will be able to do this exercise with all of you guys. So thank you, universe. And thank you, that power, the higher power, which is always with me, which is making me capable enough to serve all of you more and more. So thank you. Good night. Have a great, great, great weekend. Have some good rest. Keep practicing it. Keep sharing your experiences with me. That will help me to understand if you're actually practicing it or not. Share, feel free to share this with anybody who is going through a lot of sufferings, a lot of depressions, maybe a lot of worries which are just eating them up. Feel free to share this. So let's come together and start serving to this world, making everybody feel that there's no point of getting depressed. Let's get inspired. All right. So yes, so this will be recorded. I mean, this will be also uploaded in the YouTube so that everybody can watch it. And the YouTube link, I will ask my team to share it tomorrow morning so that you go through the recording once again. All right. But one quick assignment I'm giving you, finish the burning bowl exercise, which I've given you. It's a very, very important task. That's a karma clearance. Understand one thing, right? So do this and get back to me with your experiences. What are your realizations after doing this exercise? So with lots of love, thank you, everybody. I'll see you soon next week. I'm coming up with the Law of Attraction series, level 1, which is free of cost for everyone and on YouTube Live. So I'll keep you posted through my team when I'm going to do this, most probably on maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. The dates are yet to be finalized. But yes, many other things coming your way. So keep a tab on my WhatsApp community. All right. Thank you, everybody. And good night and good morning to all the people who are not in India. All right. Bye-bye. Take care.